I'm John.
And I'm Nancy.
We are Jane and Travel. Welcome in again for another midweek afternoon. Except this one's at a different location.
And
So,
it's
go ahead.
sunny out there.
Yeah, we went to a little cold spell, but I don't want to complain about it. But I know a lot of people back home where we are, the kids keep sending us pictures of the snow. So
Yep.
we have nothing to complain about. But we finally hit about 80 degrees today. Would you say down here?
Yeah, it's high 70s.
High 70s. It's supposed to be in the 80s this week. So,
It's a little windy and the winds are really cool.
yeah, we took out a morning walk, but we don't need to be doing. And just came back. We're going to do this, and I'll probably change it on the pool, correct?
Yeah.
So we left our little establishment about 112 yards down the road called Windsor Gardens, or Windsor Hills. We are in a place that a lot of people probably have heard of, Westgate.
It's a timeshare resort. Westgate Resorts.
We're still trying to figure out how this whole thing works. We may even take the tour that they offer because I'm just so curious. We bought this, well, we rented both this place and the last one over Airbnb.
Yeah.
And you think it would run the same way, but the first one was done, you could tell it was strictly to an owner and he decorated, he bought it. This one we thought was going to be the same way, but the owner that we bought 5 weeks from, didn't even know a room we were going to be
Yeah,
in.
that was weird. We didn't know what room we were going to be in. But now we understand he owns weeks, not
Right.
the condo. He just owns weeks at this resort. So he sold us 5 weeks. So we could have been put anywhere.
Right.
But we were put in a nice location overlooking the lake here where they have the swan boats and the mini golf and the pools you can see from our balcony.
But the weird thing is, when we owned the timeshare, we basically swapped off a week and we were in there, but it would not have been worth us owning 5 weeks. You'd have
No.
to ask for an equivalent fee
Yeah.
for someone to rent it. So I still don't see how this whole thing is working. So the girl at the desk, for some reason, took a liking to us and she took us from the unit that we were going in there and put us in one right in the main brag. Actually, I'll show you a quick peek of the view here. We were sitting on the balcony now, and they had our backs to the water, but we were all filtered out because it was too bright. So, let's see. This is what is. We're sitting on the balcony, and this is what you see from the balcony. So, of course, it's hazy because all these balconies in Florida have screens in them. But there's a fountain on the left there, and there are more units across the way. To the left across the water is a miniature golf course where Nancy worked my butt in.
I did. I got 3 holes in one. Yep, I beat them.
And this is called Swan Pond. There's 14 pools and more than 14 hot tubs here. There's a little water park, which all this stuff was centrally located to. So we just kind of lucked out because we used some previous people staying here and we were putting much worse units, right?
Yeah, we had a really nice unit, and there's so much to do around here. They give you, there's a movie theater. We saw Christopher Robin the other day, which we really enjoyed. They have movies at 3, 6, and 9 every night. They have bike rentals, so if you're an owner, which we're considered an owner because we bought for 5 weeks, you get 3 bike rentals. What else?
For the bike, the miniature golf, the
Miniature
swan
golf,
boats.
the swan boats.
If the one comes by, I'll turn
Yeah.
the camera on it. But
Yeah, so we get access to all that because we bought, all these weeks, so they consider us an owner for 5 weeks.
All right, so let's go through the a little bit of chat first, yes.
It's beautiful. It's nice waking up early and taking a walk all around it. The resort itself is pushed.
Yeah.
So much to
So,
see.
so
There's
Meg, what,
14 pools here. 14
Right.
pools.
and we'll probably go around each one at some point.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Meg. Thank
Hi,
you
Meg.
for coming in. Thank you very much. The NDT show.
Hey, LVT.
Thank you for coming in. Billy Travels, who
Okay.
is somewhere in the state.
He's in Florida.
Well, I've been
so
watching
we'll-
his recent cruise videos, but now he's up in, but I thought he was going on soon too, out of Coco. What's your status doing? You on your way to a cruise or are you just getting off of one? You're in Muskegon, 7 away from 1K, so anyone that doesn't have them,
Yeah,
can help them out.
yeah. Give him some love.
And Daniel Fields, welcome in, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Thanks for coming in.
I know he's in California.
He's on the other coast.
Yep.
In fact, I was asking him about his cruise. He's got several coming up, but
Does he?
most of them seem to be off the west coast.
Wow.
So we're looking right now at trying to figure out what to do with our time. We had applied for part-time jobs down here, but no one was real keen on seasonal.
Yeah, we did get hired for the wide world of sports,
Right.
but it didn't really fit both of us.
So we've got to readjust our whole schedule for the next winter open down here. Right now, we're just looking for things to entertain. Nancy's been wanting to go to Gatorland.
Yeah,
And so we looked at that, but then SeaWorld's come out with a thing now where you can get, you buy a SeaWorld ticket, you get a free, I'm trying to get a wild, I think it's like Aquatica, or you can get a ticket to Busch Gardens, so thinking of doing that, a trooper instead. So we're not sure which way to go on that. Anyone have any suggestions? Billy said he's working at home in Pensacola.
oh,
Going on the Mardi Gras out of Fort Canelo. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. He's going over Valentine's Day. The Mardi Gras. Everyone seems to be on that Mardi Gras.
yeah.
Who'll be the last one to ever ride the Mardi Gras? Hey, welcome in, Orlando girl.
Hey, Orlando girl.
Jeff says don't think it's actually living in Orlando. But she
Okay.
loves Orlando.
She
and
loves
she has
Orlando.
a
I
ton of
agree, I love
videos of
Orlando too.
Orlando.
I wouldn't want to live here all year round, but it's nice for the winter, that's for sure.
Yeah, if we could swing it, I think the ultimate is, I would say up to, I mean, I could see up to 6 months, but at least 3 or 4
Yeah,
months, yeah.
agree.
And then head back because we still love all the seasons up
Yeah.
north.
And our kids live in the same town that we live in.
Right.
But the best of both worlds it would be if we can find a job where we can work from home.
Yeah, oh, that'd be nice too. Work from a
And we can
condo.
work, yeah, we can work from home.
So Daniel's on the Cabo Radiance on 2-4, just got tested out some year ago.
Good.
See, there's that window again, that
Yeah.
scary little window where you have to get it, I think all the cruise lines, you have to get it within
Yeah.
24, what's 2 days now, yeah, it used to be 3. We had to, they just changed it when we went, we had 2 days. So that's kind of a tough one. You gotta be booked, you gotta be paid for it, and all of a sudden. Hey, welcome in, Rory and Becky, thanks for coming in.
Becky?
Yeah, Jess, you're in, are you in Carol, I wanna say she's in Carolina. I don't wanna say it's not true, but I know she loves Florida. We're cruising a couple of days. You know, you hear all the scary things going on, but people are still cruising left and right,
Oh,
and they
yeah,
seem to
yeah.
be doing a good job with it.
Yeah.
People who have been on a cruise recently, what do you find in its capacity? When we went on, it was less than half, right? That was in October.
And then the second week it bumped up, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's the
Even
first
just
week.
in the 2 weeks.
Yeah, in the 2 weeks it bumped up to like, it was over 3,000.
Yeah, the first one was, well, they gave the percentage. You're right, it was 45% because they didn't open the buffet. So they only opened at 50 and above.
Yeah.
And the second week, it wasn't much higher. I think they said it was 55, 56%. So they opened the buffet, but it did seem more crowded.
It did. Not too bad.
We welcome in Kenneth,
Hi, Karen.
another guy we'll be sailing with in October.
Yeah.
All right, Jess is in Georgia. I was
Okay,
close.
Georgia. I like
I
to
just went
visit.
too far north.
I like to visit Georgia. We talked about going to Savannah.
We're, we're hoping on our way home to stop at in Savannah, Georgia. We had to we're making our own mimosas
I
because
get paid for Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. I'll take a little more.
we'll go with that.
Top you off.
I need more champagne because I forgot the orange juice, so we're making it with pink lemonade.
Tastes good. And then pink for Valentine's Day. Everything here is decorated for Valentine's Day. It's pretty. We have all these pink hearts.
So we'll probably do a tour on, walk around in this place. The place is too messy now to bring you in the room, but it's
Yeah.
quite a nice setup.
It is very
You get a
nice.
full kitchen and just a one bedroom place.
One bedroom, one bathroom. That's okay. That's all we need. But we were a little spoiled in our previous condo, which they had two large bathrooms.
Daniel says, the Christmas cruise held 4,000 was only 1,100, so it seems like they're lowering the capacity.
Mm.
I was on the Town of Gloria a month ago, capacity was at 70%. So it's all over the place. And maybe Kyle said, hey, welcome in, fellow Floridian part-time, Nurse Nancy.
Oh, Nurse Nancy, yeah.
And Nancy, I have not watched a replay yet, but they do have it in the queue.
She just came back from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Our son is getting married next year, and he plans on going to Hawaii for his honeymoon.
Yeah, what ship did you go on, Nancy? I was
He's going
trying
on
to
a
tell them
cruise.
about it.
Yeah.
No, but they went on the cruise.
Yeah, oh yeah, right.
So I'm just wondering which one did. They welcome in, cruise
Yeah, I
and
don't know
sea.
which ship they went on. Our son booked for
He's on Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean.
I don't know why. I'm trying to answer this on a different show.
Yeah, I don't recall. I saw the video, but no, I don't recall.
It just says she, but now from her is Savannah. You'll have to give us all the insight on where we should go and where we should stay.
Yeah, I heard it's so pretty.
Yeah, I think pink is a better color, don't you, than the orange?
Yeah, it does. It's pink for Valentine's Day. That's what I keep saying. It tastes good.
Nancy, hello, hello. It's, well, that's Nancy. Hey, Nancy, just probably set up her. Speaking of trouble, I love this. Yeah, and Billy had a little milestone I just noticed today on his site with subscribers, so congratulations on that.
Yeah, really?
Nancy said Hawaii was lovely. He'll enjoy that for honeymoon. Congrats on engagement and
Yeah.
exciting plans.
Yeah, he's excited. The only time he could go, he's getting married in July of this year, and the only time he could go is in September. And I was like, well, that's hurricane season, but hopefully all will go well.
Danny, welcome in, Danny. I just saw him over on the Roy and Becky chat, and he was saying that he's already got a snow day.
Oh,
Already
really?
snow. In fact, I'm curious out there. I'm
Is
not
it
sure how
okay?
many people here. We got a couple people from the Northeast. I looked at the trail of this storm going through the country and hitting the East Coast again. How many of you are going to get hit hard?
Hmm.
And Danny, what is the prediction for the snow in your area?
Where we live in New Hampshire, we're in a snow belt, so we always get clobbered. And we've had the
Nancy, we had one little cold spell down here,
Yeah.
which was not cold compared to us Kansas up north, but
no, it was a
and
little cold.
now it's hitting a streak of 80. I have been in shorts since December 29th, right? I got in the shorts and I haven't taken them off since.
I'm in shorts.
Not the same pair of shorts, but
I'm in shorts as well, but the breeze is a little cold, so I like that switch.
Billy, it takes a while. But anyone that doesn't know Billy's channel, he's got some great cruising videos. Take a look over at Billy J Travels.
Yeah, check them out.
Yes. Oops. Button here. Hello. Okay, so they're not getting in Wisconsin. It must be swinging. I remember looking at a picture last night.
Mm.
This is regional squad. Yeah. When is the storm supposed to come in there? So he was saying it's named Landon. This storm is
I
coming.
know, I was thinking about when I heard it. I said, oh no, Landon. That's funny. They said it was so big they had a name. They gave it a good name.
This is right here. Slow burn. Oh, that looks up.
Mm.
Burn so good. cruising and seeing, we've got a winter storm warning coming in Texas.
Wow. Gee.
This is we get sometime today, that's why they gave tomorrow school off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So,
know in New Hampshire, we've been plowed out, what, 4 times? One was a double split.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we still get the bills down here
Yeah.
for plowing on the driveway, because the kids are checking on the house. And we're still paying all the bills up north, but
Yeah.
then we get the other ones down there. Hey,
Yeah.
welcome in, the Juma.
Hi, Juma. Yeah, I mean, it's,
You know, you're in the more of a southern California, correct? You don't really get any kind of. I know the mountains of California get some snow. But I still think of you guys cruising scene from Connecticut. Whenever I see the name, I think they're in my neck of the woods, but they moved down to Texas.
we're in Texas.
Yeah. Okay, so what we've been. Oh, actually, let me show you this again for anyone who popped in. So this is we're sitting. The reason we have the boring wall is our back was to the balcony, but we were washed out because of the sunlight. So this is really what's good. The best I can do here is show you the view. So this is, yeah, this is from the balcony, and of course it's all hazy because we all have screens in front of our balcony, but that's the water. It's called Swan Lake. I don't know if you can see it now. There's a couple swans down there, and there are swan boats on the left. There's miniature golf across the lake.
Yeah, it's a fun miniature golf course.
And one of the, right there is one of the 14 pools, all heated, so that's what we have to suffer with right now.
It's a beautiful place. We've got 4 more weeks. Yay.
Alright. So what we've been doing is tossing, just to break it up a little, just tossing some trivia in here. And let me throw the first one out and then I'll go back to the chat. So the first category is what park? Okay, Volcano Bay is part of what park? Where would you find it? In Disney, Universal, or SeaWorld?
I do know the answer to
Do you
this.
know the answer?
Yes. I just learned that the other day.
Let's see. Yeah, so you see snow in the mountains. So these
Yeah.
are actually near the mountains. Hey, thank you very much, Kenneth, for sharing that. And anyone that has hit the thumbs up, we really appreciate it. William Becky back. I just had to chase a tripod and hotspot phone down in the wind.
Oh.
Recorded. You know, that's gonna be the toughest thing, going around like they do.
Yeah.
Just finding a spot where you gotta. You guys always seem to come through rather clearly.
know,
well. I'm
you guys.
surprised you always find such a good spot
You do.
on the show.
Yeah.
They always come on before us.
Yeah. And they're in New Mexico, you said, right?
Looks like you're all fun. Like, yeah, and I don't know how long it's gonna last. This is our first time, as probably all of you know, and we're gonna have to go home and just sit down and see what we can do, what we can't. I can't picture doing these places every year.
No.
You know, I'd love to, but
We would love to, yes, but.
we'll see. Hey, Darian, welcome in.
Darian?
Now, Darian, you got down to Florida too recently. We are supposed to be, most of you probably know Papa Mozo. We are supposed to be meeting up with him this Sunday, as long as he didn't get left behind in one of the islands he went to, and he makes it back to port.
Yeah. Yeah, we on Sunday.
All right, so what's the answer? Do you think that question?
Me?
Yeah.
What's Universal?
That is correct. They get it, Julie get it. All right, next one. What park would I find Ohana restaurant in? Disney, Universal, or SeaWorld? We actually ate that. That was like the first thing on our venture down here.
Yes.
The kids took us out for delicious, yeah.
Oh, that Ohana's is awesome. Food is so delicious and it's family style, so you can make as much as you want.
And we did.
We did.
The Gary was no, he was gonna. He's got family, I think, in that part. Ocala, you guys pronounce it Ocala, Florida.
Oh. I do love Florida. I could live here all year round, but I would love to be here 3 months out of the year, every year. We used to like the winter when we were younger. We used to ski, and that, you know, passed the time away, but we don't ski anymore.
So what's the answer, Wisdom Hana?
Well, it's in Disney.
That's right. Danny get that one? Does anyone ever eaten there? It's very, very good. Very pricey.
Yeah, I
very
was
good.
gonna say, it is pricey though.
All right, the next one. What park would I find Islands of Adventure? Disney, Universal, or SeaWorld?
Yeah, but isn't it in its own park? Separate
Nah, it's part of it's part of
Still park?
yeah, it's part of the one. So what's this? Yeah, but we have already gone with that.
Too much bubbly?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. So I'm curious, Darian, if you're still down here or headed back up to, what's in
I was
Georgia?
just gonna say, he's in Georgia. Right.
Everyone says. It is yeah, it is Georgia. It is Universal.
Yeah. Yeah, we went there a long time ago. It was so much fun. We debated whether or not to go back. We have to see. Um, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, the thing is, we did our 6 days in Disney,
Yeah.
and the kids were here, and that was all done in 2 weeks. So
Right.
that's kind of past. So we were looking at stuff to get. Nancy don't want to go to Gatorland.
Yeah, I want to do that.
But now they have a deal up here for a 2-for-1. Go to SeaWorld and go to Busch Gardens,
Yeah.
or vice versa. So I think of doing that instead. You can see alligators at
Yeah,
Busch
that
Gardens.
would be fun.
And then we're hoping we'll get out of here March 4th.
Yeah.
Well, it's different. The guy who got it from said March 4th, and the front desk told us we're here till March
Yeah, we'll
5th.
have to.
So we don't know if they were out of here yet, but when we get out of here, we're hoping to go spend a few days on the East Coast, and do NASA, and see the manatees.
Mhm.
And then we'd like to stop in Savannah, Georgia on the way home before we get there. We'll not leave until the snow melts up north. And we don't dislike snow. The big thing with us was that we just figured if we are sitting around the house, looking out at the snow and that surrounding our house, we're gonna sit there and watch TV and eat too much. So we gotta go somewhere we can have the mind and take walks.
Yeah, we want to be active. We don't even want to sit around and do nothing. So this keeps us active. So we're just going to find a way to be able to swing it every year. So we're keeping good records. How much money we spend.
Yeah,
We'll
we're gonna
figure
try,
it all out.
right, try to sit down and figure the whole thing out. What is the biggest theme park in Tampa, Florida? Busch Gardens, Legoland, or Gatorland? Yeah, I missed what you are drinking. This
Oh.
is our version of a mimosa,
Yeah,
because we forgot to get orange juice, so
very good.
it's pink lemonade with champagne.
Yeah, it works. Very good.
Okay, so the biggest one is, yeah, I got it right, it is Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
Has anyone been to Busch Gardens? And if the question I have is, Nancy is not a big roller coaster person, so if you're not a big roller coaster person, it's still worth going to see, or should we avoid it and pick a different park?
I don't mind roller coasters if they're like in the dark, like walking roller coaster. I like that one. I actually like what's the other one that I went on? Space Mountain. That was in the dark. I like that. And I've gone on. But I missed this year to go on because it was being renovated. It was the Mount Everest. I did like
Everest,
that.
yeah. No, it's a good one. And Disney's are a little more tame anyway. If you look at the ones that Busch got, it's huge.
Mm. Those ones are a little more intimidating.
I never liked roller coasters, and my son had no one to go on with it on a family trip, so I started going on Heat Company, and then I kind of
I used to.
enjoy a little bit the adrenaline rush there.
Yeah. Yeah, our son conquered all the roller coasters. Whatever park we were at, he took them all in. I remember when you got off of Superman though, with it, your face looked green. What was it, the Hulk? Oh, the Hulk. I was like, how was that? And you're like, not bad. And I was like, oh, God.
No pun intended, huh? Face of green. Christine said she's with you, Nance, not a big roller coaster
She said
person.
it, yeah. I mean, I've ridden them. I've ridden the wooden ones. And I grew up in Weymouth, and we had Paragon Park that we would always go in. And they had a wooden roller coaster. And yeah, I did ride it. I was scared, but I rode it. But not a big.
Does anyone know where you can dine with the Orca whales?
Ooh.
Disney, A, B, Universal, C, SeaWorld. Remember the Orcas, they used to have that great show, and I thought I had heard that they, for the political pressure and stuff, they don't
Really?
have that show anymore.
To SeaWorld? Where is he? What?
So,
Whoops. I think I gave it a Sorry.
Daniel thinks he's average on roller coasters. So you're trying, it sounds like, you'll give it a shot every now and then.
Yeah.
Hey, now, how many cruises now? I remember since the start of that, you guys have gone on a ton of cruises. How many have you done since the start of it then? You did one on the East Coast, one we almost went on. Remember the breakaway
Oh, yeah.
on New York?
Yeah.
And then we ended up going on the Oasis
Oasis, yeah.
the same week.
Yeah, I remember waving to him. I don't know if you
That's
saw me
right.
waving to him, but I was up there waving. We watched you sail out of port.
Yep, you're all right. The answer is SeaWorld.
Yay, zero, but I got it right. I gave him a big one.
Well, I think you probably had it before that. Okay, so let's roll into the next category while we talk. Let's chat while we throw the questions at you. Useless trivia. The average American does what 22 times a day? Opens the refrigerator, laughs, or turns off and on the light switch in a house.
I would say the light switch.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Opens the refrigerator, laughs, turns off the light switch.
Okay, thank you very much. Roy and Becky?
Hey, hi, Lori and Becky.
Gail says all of them. Sharon says laughs. Anyone else want to have a guess before I give you the answer?
It sounds like it could be laughs. I'm not real sure.
What was your guess? The light switch?
The light switch.
These are the light switch. So we have
It's
three different
probably
answers
laughs.
here. And the answer is,
Laughs.
the answer is, opens the fridge.
Open the fridge,
We're doing
22.
22 times a day, that's pretty bad.
Wow,
People
that is.
opening up fridges. Okay, let's get another useless trivia question. And it's not multiple choice. So you gotta just throw it out there. What is Johnny Depp afraid of?
Oh my God. Probably his ex-girlfriend, Amber. Amber Heard. How do you say her last name? I can't think of her last name.
Johnny Depp, I know him from the Pirates
Yeah,
of the
he
Caribbean.
had-
He's been in a lot of other
He had an
movies now.
ex-girlfriend named Amber. God, I can't think of her
Why,
last
is she
name.
Looney Tunes?
Huh?
Why, is she Looney Tunes?
Probably.
Well, you're saying that he was afraid of him.
I don't know. That's just kind of a half joke.
Oh, okay. One more check that.
Yeah, I want a phone. I like some phones.
One here. Does anyone have a guess what Johnny Depp is afraid of?
Uh, maybe marriage.
No, it's something that is not that uncommon.
Oh, maybe.
A lot of people are afraid of this.
Oh, spiders? Arachnophobia?
No,
All right, then I don't know. Heights? I'm gonna say heights. My guess is heights.
so after this, right, we're going to, what are we doing? Go down the pool and I'm gonna try and go over to, well, one of these nights, we're gonna go over to Disney. I don't know if any of you know this when you get down here, but there's a lot of fun stuff just to do at the resorts. We're not gonna pay to go into the parks, because we've done the parks already. We're gonna go to Palmy and watch the fireworks from the beach. And then we'll wait a little while and watch the electric water pageant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's warm, we're dying to get a Dole Whip. But Danny, I meant to ask you, you said there were so many flavored Dole Whips.
Yeah, you said
We've
there was
gone,
nine.
we've gone to 3, 4 different places, and the most we found was at the typical pineapple one.
Really nice.
Yeah, typical pineapple one, and they had, at one place, I think the Paul Leach was the one that had a lime one, right? But
Yeah,
we couldn't find any of those other flavors.
yeah, because you said orange.
And the correct answer, Johnny Depp is afraid of clowns.
He is afraid of clowns. Wow. How can you be afraid of a clown? It's just a person in makeup.
I don't know, I'm not a
No.
big fan of clowns.
I'm
either.
not
I don't
either,
know
but
how
I'm
they
not
became
afraid
such a
of-
popular
I'm
thing.
not afraid of them. I mean, I know it's a person in makeup.
Next trivia question is, what is the most common color of toilet paper in France? Pink, brown, or white?
Yeah, you gave this one before.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the citrus swirl. Now, we didn't see that one.
Yeah.
But you gave a bunch of other flavors, I thought, too. Oh, he said animal kingdom. That's one place we didn't check.
Oh, no, we didn't check them. We were in Animal Kingdom, but
No.
we didn't stop to have any snacks in Animal Kingdom. We were on the go.
The most common one, people are guessing brown.
No, that's not the answer.
You know the answer?
Hey,
No, it's pink. That's right. Is that weird? I would have gone with brown, too. That would be the most logical one, right? Yeah, pink.
it's fancy. French people are fancy.
Is that what it is?
They came up with pink one day.
Not if it's bacon.
No.
I think that would make-
I'm just kidding.
Next useless trivia question. Which animal can go without water longer than a camel? An elephant, a giraffe, or a buffalo?
I would guess buffalo.
Danny said, Place in Adventureland has a strawberry one with pop rock.
Oh,
That
really?
would be wild.
Yeah, I would like that. Oh.
He says that Johnny Depp is a clown now.
He's afraid of himself.
He's an interesting actor, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think other movies he did. Anyone think of other movies that Johnny Depp did, the Pirates ones? We just saw him in some kind of a thriller recently.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name
Oh, I
of the
can't
movie.
either. I think he's a decent actor.
Oh, I like Miss Emma too.
Yeah.
He's not like one I can't stand an actor is one I can't think of his name now. He was in Growing Pains, remember?
Oh, you know what? He doesn't like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Let's see. So do we get the pink answer in or the debt? You guess the buffalo, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's right. How did they get that one?
but
Giraffe, all he gets giraffe, except for Nancy, and that is the correct answer, giraffe.
that's
Yeah, he
great.
said Edward Scissorhands, there's another one.
Oh, I did see this one, yes. I
But
heard
that
about
was,
that.
how old is that?
Yeah.
movie? Let's
So
see.
giraffe can go without water longer than a
Yeah,
animal? That's interesting.
it is interesting. Welcome in, travel around.
I know giraffes have the same amount of vertebrae in their necks as we do.
Really?
It's
Got
bigger.
one, got one.
Yeah, they have, the cervical vertebrae, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, the elephant actually got another thing. What are you expecting for inches of snow? But I'm gonna call school off already. I imagine they're expecting quite a big snow up there. Snowstorm up there. Let's pop over the next trivia. Okay. Now we have a busy little bees making honey. One single teaspoon of honey represents the life work of how many bees? So how many bees does it take? It's spending their whole life
I know.
for one teaspoon of honey.
Well, if I was paying
Kinda sad,
attention
isn't
at the, bud's life, why, I think I know the answer to it, but what are your choices?
Oh yeah, choices are 2 bees, not 2 bees. 12 bees or 22 bees.
Really?
Yeah, or do you have a whole different answer?
Thinking can you read the question?
One single teaspoon of honey. So
Yeah.
1 teaspoon of honey
Yeah,
represents the life work of how many bees? How many bees spend their whole life?
maybe 1 teaspoon, maybe
One
it's either
teaspoon.
22, or,
12.
yeah, 2, 12, or 22. Well, I don't remember that in this one of those, but I'm gonna have to guess.
So really we didn't have our little Alexa here.
Yeah.
Still trying to think of movies with.
Johnny Depp, oh yeah, Alexa, we just haven't plugged it in. We have good internet here, which is really nice, and
We have
we're
had,
happy about that.
we have had better internet at this place than the last place.
Yeah,
So you walk out the door, we're on the 4th floor, you walk out the door, and they have a theater inside that's
it's called
included,
Town Hall.
the town hall,
Yeah.
and they do 3 movies a day, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
The 9 o'clock ones are a little bit more adult oriented. They had Star Wars and they had the Spider-Man one,
yeah.
and then the
Yeah,
early one I guess is more. We actually saw a movie we've never seen. I liked it. Christopher Robin.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't know if
well
you've seen that
done.
movie.
It was very well done.
And that was they're all Disney related on. Not sure what the connection Westgate is.
Yeah, they're showing Frozen, they're showing Coco, they're showing
Coco's today,
Maleficent.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed, we both did Christopher Robin. We hadn't seen that before and we thought it was very well done. And the theater's really nice, seats are comfortable, and it's a good sized theater.
Yeah, it is nice. And the other place which was surprising, it didn't seem like the type of place we set up had a theater too. So
Yeah, they had a theater too.
I guess that's a big thing down here. Hey, welcome in, Paul Vines.
Hi, Paul. Yeah, the Windsor across the street from
Yeah,
us.
down the street.
Oh, down the street, yeah. And we're at a really good location. You can actually walk the wall. It's not that far at all. Would be maybe what, 10 walk, would you say?
Yeah, we've been walking all around, and so that'd be one of our things. Just head over there
Head
and
over there.
something to do. Did you ever guess on the bees?
I'll say 20.
Is
Well,
one single teaspoon.
12.
12 bees
bees
it
or a
takes.
teaspoon of honey. Okay. Remember that when you're eating honey in the morning, or putting that honey in your tea or on your toast. Like 12
How many
bees
bees?
work really hard to give you that pleasure. I think it's really sad what's happening to the bees, that they're declining. There's not
Yeah, no, you just don't see them as much
No.
anymore.
And it's really, really sad. I really, I have a lot of plants in my yard, up there in the range, and I do see a lot of bees in my yard, which I really like. But the sad part is I don't see as many. But
Last category, this is always a fun thing, weird laws. It is illegal in Georgia, okay? So this is for, I don't know if you saw in here, Jess, yeah. It's illegal in Georgia to walk with a fork, jab your spouse, scratch yourself, or eat fried chicken.
oh my goodness, I ate fried chicken with a fork yesterday.
Yeah.
So I hope that's not it. I would think it would be the scratch yourself.
Well, you're also not in New York, I mean, in Georgia, yeah.
But I did. They have to fried chicken here. I don't
Yeah, we should
I
do it,
want to try Beta Bites though, so next time we go out to eat, we'll have to find a place we can try
but
some
was
Beta
it Billy
Bites.
that said it was very good?
Yeah,
Someone
it
said it
tastes
was
like
very
chicken.
good. Yeah, it was, that's right. Yes. And that's the device here.
Mm.
Yeah, Gator Bites would be nice to taste.
Yeah, I just tried. I know our son, when he was down here, he bought some Beta jerky. I never asked him how he liked it. But we went to a place called Old Town, it's not far from here, and they had a store that had all kinds of jerky. And one of the jerky was duck and pork, and that's the lady that owned the store said that was her favorite. Yeah.
We stopped at that Buc-ee's on the way, and they had a whole wall full of
They did.
kind of jerkies. So the question is it illegal in Georgia to do what with a fork? Jab your spouse, scratch yourself, eat fried chicken. I should put an A, B, C there.
Yeah.
So you throw the A, B, or C up. Yeah, you said what, scratch yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Danny said fried chicken, and surprisingly, it is illegal to. Is that the term that you understand?
It is illegal to
It's illegal in Georgia to eat fried chicken with a fork and it's actually with a fork and knife. Yeah.
really, because that's what I did yesterday.
And
I
you
ate
did
my
do that.
fried chicken. Can you imagine being in a restaurant and doing that? And have a piece of fried chicken with
What's banned in public in Florida after 6 p.m. on a Thursday is actually a law.
Oh, let's see, that's tomorrow. We better not do this. After 6 p.m. tomorrow, because it's good.
All right, and the choices are A, burping, B, farting,
Oh my God.
or C, laughing. What can't you do after 6 p.m. on a Thursday
In Florida,
in Florida?
it's illegal. Here comes a swan. I don't know if your viewers can see it, but there's a swan coming close to us. You might want to turn the camera on.
Sharon says you break it up a little. Let me know if it keeps up. I hope it's not this end. Anyone else having trouble? Let me see if I switch the camera so you can see the swan.
Yeah, go look at the swan. So pretty. And you can see by.
Let me see if I do this.
Oh, here you go.
You see that there?
Well, no, not yet, but. Oh, wait, turn to the right more.
Is that him right in the middle?
Oh, yeah, there he is. You got it. Yeah.
I can't zoom in or anything.
No, you got it. Let's see.
Here he is. I know you're all dying to see a swan.
This is so pretty, though.
There's actually two of them down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there they are.
Yeah. They're very pretty. I knew when we were coming to Florida, I was excited because last time I was in Florida, I just really enjoyed seeing all the birds, the wildlife. And so far, I haven't been disappointed. He's been seeing a lot of birds. Those sandhill hawks, they're almost 3 feet tall. And they're not even scared of them. They're not scared of us at all. They just sit there and eat.
Yeah.
No business.
It is. I thought we see different variations of small birds, but they're all around.
I haven't seen any roseate spirits. We did see the roseate spoonbills at the end.
Did you guys figure out the answer?
I forgot the question.
Is banned in public in Florida after 6 p.m. on a Thursday. That is the correct answer.
It
Looks like okay, we're back. I apologize for that. Hopefully we're a little clearer now. Welcome in, Brian. Brian has changed his name from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alaska?
No. He- Oh boy. Is it any better? I tried pushing this closer into the room. Maybe out on the balcony I'm losing some of the signal. Well, we won't go much longer than this anyways. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay, I don't know. All right, well, let's finish up on this, Nancy. Looks like the signal's a little less here too,
Oh,
but I
well,
moved
the
it,
wind's
moved it
picking up. I
closer
don't know if
to,
that has anything.
but Daniel says that's better.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
I moved it about 2 feet closer to the room,
Okay.
a little closer to the room.
And that
Isn't
helps.
that funny?
That is.
Oh, I have to mark that. Cruising scene, we're doing our first live on the 13th.
Okay.
Hey, remind me of that when it gets closer. I mean, I do have your notifications, but if you're in one of my chats or something, do remind me when it gets closer.
Yeah.
And if anyone has something coming up, live or a video coming out, or just want to put your channel name, just throw it in the chat right now. Okay, let me see. So the last couple here. In California, okay, Daniel, you should know this. You can't legally buy a mousetrap without what? So either you or your wife went to the store, buy a mousetrap. What did you need
You need cash.
besides gas?
Now, are these laws still current and are they outdated? That's what I'm.
Oh, so they're on the,
What?
no, okay. They're doing the live during the Helping Hands
Oh,
marathon.
okay. Gotcha. That's on the 13th. Okay.
Okay, so that's cruising scene.
Yeah.
Check them out. They have good cruising material. Billy's got good cruising material. His recent was the one in Roatan we were just talking about today.
Yeah,
Like I said,
we haven't done that.
we have not gone to Roatan.
No,
And it looks nice. I mean, people out there like Roatan. Our favorite, our favorite places, ports, are ones where the beach is right there, and you don't have to jump
Yes.
into a taxi cab or something
yes,
like that.
yeah.
And Brian changed his name. Want to put that out there. Brian, do you have a channel also? I will do a search on Brian Sports and Entertainment, but if you have a different link, let me know. Danny says, most poop.
Most food. I don't like mice, they scare me, I'd rather see a
Sharon's
snake than a mouse.
identification. Well, I mean, it's kind of weird. It's, you know what you need?
What?
Is you need a hunter's license.
You need to buy a mouse trap in
Yeah,
California, but is that still a current law?
I don't know
That
if
doesn't
any,
make-
I don't need,
that
if
doesn't
any
make
of a
sense.
hunting license.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
All right, we got two more here. In Texas, all right, Sharon, this is yours here. It's illegal to swear in front of what? Can't swear in front of a church, a corpse, or a child. So A, B, or
I would
C.
say child. Because a child's the only one that
Affirmative,
can hear
that's
you.
good.
Corpse can't hear you, church can't hear you.
All right, Brian, we'll have to check that out. Permit was right, though, a permit or hunting license. Yikes, I don't know, come on. You gotta know where you can swear and where you can't. It says in front of a church, and you said in front of a child,
Yeah, it's
right?
never good to swear in front of a child. They pick up on things.
Billy says a church also.
Hmm.
You know how these laws are crazy laws,
I
right?
know.
So Danny's right, pick the craziest one, Well, you can't swear in front of a corpse. I said that was funny too. There's an actual law out there. This is our last trivia question. You can't drive blindfolded in which state? Alabama, Mississippi, or South Carolina?
So wait a minute, the answer before was a corpse?
Corpse. Can't
Really?
swear in front of a corpse, yeah.
And what's this question now? I missed it.
You can't drive blindfolded in which state? Alabama, Mississippi, or South Carolina? Sharon, you would think it would be all of them, but there's only one that actually has it on the books.
I'm gonna say Mississippi, I don't know.
So what do we get done, what do we get planned the rest of the week? We got, just hang around here, we're hoping to go on a couple Disney properties, just
Yeah.
bounce around, right?
Yeah, and, yeah,
And then either do Gatorland,
Gatorland
SeaWorld,
or
Busch
SeaWorld,
Gardens
Busch
next
Gardens.
week,
Yep.
or are we talking about doing it this week? We're talking doing Thursday, right?
yeah.
So your Sharon says all, Griswold says Mississippi, Billy says South Carolina. Danny says in Alabama, and you divorce your wife, but you're still cousins. They drive like that. They blindfold in Alabama, Mississippi, though. Also here in Florida.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you, the biggest thing with driving in Florida, I love their U-turn system.
Mm.
We don't have them up north.
No, we don't.
Up north, you can't take a U-turn. You drive for miles and miles and miles, and
Yeah.
one exit do it. So I love that system they have down here. But the thing that drives me crazy, they've got a gimmick where up north, they always have signs where they tell you if you're gonna hit a toll road.
Yeah.
We have hit, oh God, I don't know how much we spent so
Oh, my
far, but at least
gosh.
half a dozen times, we come
Yeah.
to a sign that says toll road.
Yeah.
With no warning, nothing
No
ahead of
warning,
time.
right.
So
It's
the U-turns are
annoying.
good, the tolls down here are terrible. Then I read a thing that Florida has the most number of tolls of any state in the US, so I guess that explains it, right?
Yeah.
And the final answer to this is,
Mississippi.
no, it's Alabama.
Alabama.
Alabama, there's a law. Okay. Move that down. Do that, okay. So put our smiley faces back here again. I think the swans are done. So thank you for dropping in on us, guys. We are going to head out to the sun. Hoping that most of you won't get heavy hit with the snow.
Right.
Las Vegas is the most cold.
What?
Las Vegas is the most cold. I've never been to Las, you've been to Las Vegas,
I've been to
right?
Las Vegas, it was a lot of fun. I saw Hoover Dam, I saw Folies Bergère, the show, and, it was great. It was really a lot of fun.
Yeah, he said
Went to the
Atlanta's the
MGM
worst
Grand.
place to drive I've ever, that's one thing, Atlanta, we
Oh,
gotta
wow.
make sure we avoid that. If we go, I'm not sure if you do it from Atlanta to Savannah, how that
Yeah.
whole thing works, but we have to figure that whole thing out. Danny drove from Oklahoma down to Disney World.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, I wanna say it was last year, 2021.
Oh, wow.
And we did that from New Hampshire down, there, little swans. We did that from New Hampshire down here. You need the car.
Yeah, I know, we were talking to some people that, we met over at Windsor Hills, and they were saying, they flew down here a couple of years ago, but renting a car was very expensive, he was saying.
Danny's going to Vegas this summer. The whole family, Danny?
Oh, wow.
You know, since you went, and
I
when I
know.
was younger, it used to be adult
Yeah,
oriented
now
Vegas,
it's
but it made it,
family.
yeah, very family oriented.
Yeah, I went when I was 21, I went many, many years ago. 2 years ago. Wish it was.
Yeah, he's going with the whole family. That should be fun.
Yeah, you said it's family oriented, yeah.
Maybe get
And they
him.
have Cirque du Soleil there and stuff like that.
They have some form, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for coming in.
Yeah,
And we hope
thank
you
you
have a
all for
day,
coming
safe
in.
day. Oh, yeah, Nancy wanted to show
I
you
want
her.
to show me, I have a lot of time on my
Yeah.
hands. This is what I've been doing, making Mickey pine
Hold it
cones.
closer to the camera.
I've been making Mickey pine cones. So everybody stay young, have fun, and have a magical day.
Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.